in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Larry. This is episode 7 on Not Hilarious. My name's Larry, and today is a Tuesday, January 21st. And damn, man, I think it's been 3 weeks in a row. I've been consistent with this. I'm proud of myself. Last Thursday, I didn't do one, but I did on Friday. And I was like, oh, I don't feel like doing it. But I keep telling myself, you want to do something, you want to be good at it, you got to be consistent with it. And I am. And just got off the shower right now. My skin looks great. I exfoliate my skin. As you know, I am always going to be talking about the effects of my skin because fucking winter. I hate it. Don't like it. Too cold. I know I'm in LA and where we don't have cold weather like how people in Canada or like Minnesota does, but still, we don't need this. Why do we live in LA? Because we have good weather, man. We have good weather. Like why do we need cold weather for? It's good for a month. It's December already. Winter's past. And it's mid-January. I can't wait till it gets like 75 degrees, man, at least. Right now it's like 65. And that's annoying. We don't need that, We don't need that. Got my half a gallon water. This is all alkaline water. Yeah, water is so good for you, Man, I can't imagine, like, if you guys watch like one of those shows where they talk about like they do documentaries on like really obese people. Let's face it, fat people, okay? And they'll I think there's one show called My 1,000 Pound Sister or something. And oh my God, these are like both sisters. They're really obese, Let me check this out. Let me make sure. What's it called? My 1,000 pound sister. And Jesus Christ, man, it's so sad to see. But they have a good personality. They're pretty funny. Sorry if I'm talking like all stuffy. I've been having a stuffy nose this past weekend, But I'm still doing this, man. I'm still doing this. But yeah, my 1,000 pound sister is about two sisters. They are extremely obese. They have to be weighing about 400 pounds plus, okay? And there's an episode where she went to the doctors and like she's just like, oh, the doctor asked her like, how many damn it, this stuffy nose. The doctor would ask like, oh, what are you drinking? And then she goes, oh, I'm drinking like Diet Coke. And then the doctor goes, well, why you drink? That's much more worse than like regular Coke. And then she goes, well, and then they just like, the sister realized that, oh, we've been tricked. We thought that it was supposed to be healthy for you. It's substitute out like the sugar, for the sugar that we ate, like for food or something. And then the doctor asked like, oh, how's that working out for you? And then the sisters just laughed, It's so crazy, man. Like they will drink like a liter of like soda in a day. That is bonkers, And my stuffy nose. And I don't have like a tissue, but it's fine. But yeah, man, that 1,000 pound sister. It's so sad to see people like that obese. Like it's almost as sad as seeing someone like smoke crack because like there's an addiction going on. Jesus Christ, man. Like it's like when you have like stuffy nose, does it like feel like it's plugged like your ears too? It's so weird. And I hate how I cannot talk correctly, you know? Oh man, sorry man. But who's watching this? You know, so who gives a fuck, right? And I can cuss in here too. All good. Yeah, it just sucks like seeing like obese people like just is as sad as seeing someone being addicted to drugs. And if you think about it, food is drugs, especially processed food. You know, like that's why I do my best to try not to eat it. I do have a kid, so man, we always avoid that. That's why my son's not too crazy about eating chips or like just junk food. I know he loves it, but he's just not too crazy about that. And he really frustrates me because he's extremely picky. So it sucks that he's picky with that, with processed food. It is also picky with real food, you know? And yeah, man, that's the thing I'm dealing with my kid. You know, I have a picky ass kid. But yeah, it's so sad, man. Like you see him, they just eat. They don't exercise. They don't do nothing about it. It is so hard to like, it's hard because you need the food to survive, but you're addicted to the food, you know? It is a hard discipline. You know, like I'm glad like I'm in discipline with it. I don't get too crazy with chips, candy. Like nowadays, if you see me like going to chip section or something, or like in the junk food section, like where all the Oreos and all that stuff is at, it's like I don't have the desire for it no more, you know? Like it used to be like, oh man, I gotta have it. And like you get so like you salivate thinking about it or when you see it. Nowadays it's just like, I don't need that. You know, like there's a couple of times where I would just like be in his chip section for a solid 10 to 15 minutes. And I'll just there like just thinking about which flavor is good or which one I want. And after like I'll choose one and I looked at it, I'm just like, I don't want it no more. And I just put it back, you know? So I'm glad I don't have that addictive personality. I think the last episode I talked about my addictive personality about drugs. You know, I'm glad I never got into drugs, and that's good, I guess. I think there's like a good and bad to it. Sometimes it's good when you have addictive personality when you're into something, when you're obsessed with like a hobby or like your business or something, and like you're just focused on it. And that's another thing that I hate not having an addictive personality is that the focus. Because I remember playing a certain game, like I'll be extremely focused on it, and it's hard to like that's something that I've been trying to exercise this year. Just exercise and focusing, and I've been pretty good with that with my skin because it gets irritated. It is so easy just to scratch. So I don't focus on that no more. I focus on my breathing, and then damn it, man, this stuffy nose is so annoying. I hate it. God, this is why I hate winter, because it's like people get sick. It's so ridiculous. It's like, god damn it, man. Makes me mad. You know, I can't do anything. I can't sleep. I can't sleep correctly. I hate the cold because you got shiver, and then my skin gets flaky, and it feels disgusting when you have the blanket over you and stuff like that. It's like, dude, man, I hate this damn weather. Yeah, Jesus Christ. But yeah, like even I was at a party this past weekend. We're not at a party, but I was getting together with my friends and stuff like that. You know, some of the people I grew up with, and we were watching the UFC fight, which was Conor McGregor against Cowboy Cerrone. Great fight, by the way. Great main event. You know, my friend, you know, buddy of mine, it was at his house, and he has like a stacks of chips. He's like, "Hey man, eat some chips," and then I'm just like, "Nah," you know, eating. I bought like sorry. bought like fried chicken and stuff like that, like Wingstop, and then I was just like, yeah, that's enough for me. I don't need like chips and stuff like that. And damn it, man, the stuff he knows. Why do we get like that? What does it do to us? Like what is a defense mechanism for this? It's like he's sneezing out. It's so ridiculous. I'm looking for like. Be right back. Maybe. Like, why do we get this way? You know? Much more better. My nose can like breathe now. But yeah, like I bought like a Wingstop, and then I just like that's enough junk food for me. That's considered junk food. That just shows how authentic this podcast is, because we don't stop. Okay, now if I gotta blow my nose, I gotta blow my nose. I'm not gonna edit that out. Like I'm just gonna do it the way how it is, and we're just going to just like riff off whatever's in mind. I know I got my coffee. I don't know if I should drink that. I don't know if it's good for me to drink coffee in this condition, but it's fine. So yeah, man. Even like chicken wings, it's not good for you, and that's enough for me that night. And Jesus, that Cowboy in Conor fight, or Conor Cowboy Cerrone fight, that was a crazy. I think that was a great performance, because it was such a flawless victory for Conor. I mean, I'm a fan of them both. I love Cowboy Cerrone, and I also want to win. And I feel bad when he lost like that. But for Conor to knock out Cowboy Cerrone like that is not an easy thing to do, in my opinion. People say, oh, it's fixed, stuff like that. It's not fixed, man. The fact that you say that it's fixed is that the Conor and the Cowboy Cerrone fight is fixed. You might as well just believe that the earth is flat. It doesn't work that way. I don't think so. Imagine this. Let's just say I'm Cowboy Cerrone, all right? I fight for a living. I've been fighting for all my life. 50 fights, most knockout in history in the UFC. And then I had this big opportunity, this big fight against one of the biggest superstars in the world, okay? Everybody wants to fight Conor because he's a golden goose. If you fight him, you're going to make not just hundred thousands, but you're going to make mills. You're gonna make millions, okay, and that's no joke. And just imagine, the boss just like say, all right, you signed this, you're gonna make this much money, you're gonna get this split pay-per-views, stuff like that, but this one thing, I'll be like, well, what is it? You gotta lose. What? I do this my whole life. I want to lose? Hell no. Okay, the ego of a fighter. I don't think not a lot of people understands the ego of a fighter. Not even if you're desperate. I don't think it's not of a big reward. That's just common sense. For you to get knocked out just to make more money on purpose, it's not a good reward. It's going to like really mess up your emotions if you do something like that. Like, oh, is this right? Imagine I signed it and I agree to this fixed fight and I cannot talk about it. Okay, that's going to fuck me up emotionally after that fight. So for you to say that it's a fixed fight, it's you're stupid. You're a dumbass. Man, I wonder, like, when you have a stuffy nose like this, how do I keep blowing off all these, like, boogers? Where the hell did this thing come from? Like, how the hell I feel like I, like, blow off at least a gallon of these fucking boogers, man. It pisses me off. Like, stay in there. I don't need you, man. It, my sinus is fine. This podcast is be called My Sick Sinuses. My Stuffy Sinuses. My Stuffy Sinuses. But yeah, man, that was a good fight, like it was a flawless victory for Conor. I'm happy for them. It's good for the business. I love the fact that they there's no bad blood. This Conor fight has no bad blood. There's no like shit talking, stuff like that. And it's good to see stuff like that. I mean, yeah, the shit talking when there's a fight going on is fun. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It's fun and stuff like that. But sometimes just like, you want to see like a sign of respect, and that was fun. Seeing Conor hugging like Cowboy Cerrone's grandma and stuff like that. That was a beautiful moment, man. I love stuff like that. When I see two fighters when they just battle it out, and then they're like they shake hands, they see each other's family, and they just hug out one of the mom or something. It makes me almost want to cry, because that's something it makes me feel that way because I can never understand that feeling. Most of us can never understand the feeling of just being in your underwear, wearing this like really thin gloves, 16-ounce glove, and then you had to fight for your life, and there's spotlights, there's millions of people watching you fight. And then when you actually win, the glory, the feeling of that glory, man, like, I can never understand that. That must be a crazy feeling, and then the feeling of losing, and you feel so bad for them because it's like they train so hard, they put their life, they dedicate their life, and this is the win they need, and, like, it all plays into that factor, and that's why I love the sport so much. I love like mixed martial arts, Man, I literally had to like blow my nose every minute. That's so stupid, man. And like I said, how the hell am I producing all these boogers, I have no idea how I produce all these boogers. It's so annoying. But yeah, that's why I love the sport. I think I talk about some other time. This podcast has helped me out. So far is helping me out learn to like articulate things. Like for example, just like the fight. I have such a hard time explaining it, and just sitting here talking in front of this camera. And I need to figure out how to rip this audio out and put it into the podcast. So for now, I'm just going to put it like in a YouTube format, in a video format, and stuff like that. And I'll eventually figure out how to put in audio. So episode 7. So we on it, man. I need to figure out how to market this, and hopefully end of the month I'll start getting a microphone. And so far we only do for a good 20 to 30 minutes. I haven't done anything over 30 minutes at the moment yet. Time is of the essence. I'm trying to find a good amount of time. I gotta make money, man. So time is really my important asset. Time is an asset. One thing that bugs me when I see people do is waste time. Like, it's just like, what are you doing, man? Like, what are you sitting down like that for, It's just like, come on. It's so stupid. I don't know. Yeah, I that's another thing too. That one thing that trips me out is like when that a bum has 24 hours and a billionaire like guys like Elon Musk or Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, they have they also have 24 hours. And not a lot of people think like this, but it's like, what are you doing throughout the day that is productive? You know? Just checking my skin. Looks pretty good, right? I hope so, man. It feels irritating, you know? I hate the feeling of dry skin. I hate that, man. It sucks dealing with it. And then when it gets dry and then when you don't moisten it on time or something, I'm one of those guys where I had to moisten my skin almost every 3 hours because it gets dry so fast. It's so annoying. That's why when I see people who has like oily skin, I get so jealous because it's like, dude, man, and they complain about it and say, oh, I wish it could be drier. I wish you don't have producing more oil. I'm like, hey, man, you don't want that. You know, look at me. I have like dry skin. You know, look at camera, like I look pretty good. I need to fix my teeth. Wow. Is it the camera that makes me look good? Ah, so cocky, right? But yeah, man, it's on that fight night on this past Saturday. I know I'm jumping back and forth a lot, but it's good seeing your friends. It's good having like low maintenance friend. You know, like just me hang out, some of my buddies I grew up with since like, elementary, middle school and stuff like that. Known them for over 20 years. And it's good that the fact that they're very low maintenance, like they don't have to be like, oh, we should hang out every weekend and go clubbing or something like that, or drink, and it's good to have low maintenance friends because you don't need to see each other every day. You see each other once in a while, like to me, I get pretty pumped up when I see them because they're good at what they do. They have their own career and they make me like wake up early in the morning. Well, I haven't been waking up early in the morning. Today, my son's supposed to go to school and we were 30 minutes late because I slept in. And because of this stupid weather, I couldn't sleep. I hate the feeling of shivering. Oh, man, it sucks, man. It's like, I hate it. You can hear my voice. I don't like this weather. I hate this feeling of just being cold. Who the hell likes being cold? Like, who likes being cold, man? Like, god damn it. Like, it sucks. This feeling of being cold is ridiculous. And I thought we're in global warming. Why is it still cold? Huh? I'm not a scientist, but I don't know how that works. I wish I know how the weather works. I want to be educated in that. I want to be educated in that, like how the fucking weather works. Because they say the ice is melting. And it's like, well, it's still cold, man. I'm still fucking freezing my ass off here. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Damn it, man. I just miss like wearing t-shirts outside and it's just like, dude, I had to wear layers of clothing. Like, dude, I hate that. No one does that like that. I'm just gonna rant about the cold until it's not cold no more. I hate it. I don't like it. That's one thing you hear me complain a lot about is the weather. I hate weather, man. I just like good weather, like 70 degrees, 75. At nighttime, same thing. 70 degrees, 75. That's why I love summer. I love the fucking summer, man. And I miss it so much. Even last year I felt like that. I was like, damn, I miss summer, man. I was so sad. Like, I was like, man, I missed the summer. You know, like I was just bummed out. It's like it felt like a friend was gone or something. You know. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna end it here. My nose is so stuffy. I don't know if I can talk. Hopefully on Thursday I'm feeling a little bit better. Other than that, man, dude, if you guys are listening, thank you so much. As you know, I'm just talking about a bunch of nonsense. I'm just talking about whatever happened during the past weekend. Uh, I'm not trying to be funny or something. That's why it's called Not Hilarious, you know? And that's it, man. That's it. I'm just checking myself out, you know. You know what? I have a pretty decent skin. So I shouldn't, it's that feeling where it makes you feel disgusting, but when you actually look at it, it's like, okay, I guess this looks good. You know, the camera makes me look pretty good. But when you take a closer look, you see all this flaky stuff. And so I had to shave a lot because the hair goes out, my mustache, and then like it breaks the skin and it flakes out. That looks so disgusting, you know? And I need to work on looking at the camera instead of looking at the screen, because when I look at the screen, it looks like I'm looking at something else. But I need to look at you guys, you know? And I think that's it, man. I'm done for today. Thank you for tuning in. Episode 7, Not Hilarious. And I'll see you on next time. All right? Peace.